won't touch my stuff again. I bet you won't. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get right on into it. But first I got a question for y'all. I need y'all to get in the comment box and tell me, how many of y'all are okay with people moving your stuff? I mean, like me, I like my room, my office, my work area a certain way. So if somebody come in here behind me and move my CDs around or move this around and move that around, now I don't know where this is and I don't know where that is, I'm going to be a little upset. How about y'all? Get in the comment box, y'all. If somebody take your stuff and or get rid of it without your consent, somebody throw something away that meant something to you but looked like garbage to them, what would you do, y'all? Get in the comment box. Alright, y'all, let's go. So, one day I was just chilling in my cell, and here we go again. Another damn inmate coming in the cell. A lot of them don't last, y'all. They hit the gate, they scared, they go to lockup, PC, whatever. So, now, this guy's not new. He's actually coming over from another pod in the prison. And I'll get into later why he's transferring from his old pod to this one. But his name is Terrence. They call him Ice-T. He got a 15 banger for unaliving his best friend. So he got a little stain in the prison. But he got a little record about being annoying. An annoying inmate. Now, it's nothing worse than having a cellmate that just get on your damn nerves all the time complaining about this and about that. So, they bring Ice-T on up in the cell. Now, we done seen each other before. You know, we don't know each other. So, I don't know his record or nothing like that, what his prison record is as far as fights or whatever, how many he done won or lost, whatever. Excuse me. So, same as any other day, I lay down the law. You already know you got that top bunk. You know what I mean? You know you should know the rules already as far as the bathroom goes. I don't want nothing trickling or spraying over at me, so you're going to have to get as low as you can to that bowl, because if anything gets on me, dog, we're going to have a problem. No getting money in the cell. You know what I'm talking about. And for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, that's no pleasing yourself in the cell. When I'm here and when I'm not here. None of that in the cell. The cell stays clean. There will be no visitors to this cell. Do I make myself clear? Any of my stuff go missing, I'm blaming you, homeboy. You got me? And, you know, Terrence, he like, alright, man, alright, chill. Know what I mean? Like, I've been around. You know what I mean? I ain't new. Like, come on now. Like, alright. I'm just putting everything out there because I do not want to have any problems, bro. I'm just saying. Now, we don't keep our lockers locked generally in prison. Once you get comfortable and you got a reputation and people know just not to touch your stuff, you don't got to worry about all that. As a matter of fact, putting a lock on your locker makes you a target even more, because now they want to pop it to see what you protecting so bad. And half the time people put a lock on their locker, they ain't got nothing in there any damn way. Anywho, if people know me, they know I smoke like a fish. I mean, I got your Black and Miles. I got Buglers. I got Newports. I got them Phillies for my roll-ups. Yeah, y'all. I be chain smoking, whether it's a Newport, Black and Mild, whatever I had left, because I rationed it out for the month. And whatever I had left, that's what I'm smoking. And, hey, It's nothing saying that we can't smoke in prison. So why wouldn't I enjoy it? I enjoyed it on the street. Now I got nothing better to do but enjoy it even more here in the prison. So, yeah, you can smell my cell way down the block. All you smell is Black and Miles. Black and Mild. You come down that way, you already know. And also, that was the currency, so I stayed with it. Now, lo and behold, this guy, Terrence, aka Ice-T, he not only decided that he was distancing himself from his prior street life and the way he used to live and the things he used to do and be around, but he was finding God and he was trying to live a better way, I guess. I guess that's what he called it. So he stayed complaining about me smoking, y'all. I come in the cell every night. I'm blowing it down. And mind you, he on the top bunk. I'm on the bottom of my bunk, just blowing it down. Black and Mild smoke, just rising right up to the top. Now, I've never been locked up with an inmate that didn't smoke. I can't say that I bumped into one besides Terrence. And the fact that he didn't smoke was so annoying. And this joker talking about he got asthma and it's bothering him. And he gonna ask me, would I please not smoke in the cell? And I looked at him like he was crazy. And I was like, yo, this is my cell. You just a guest. And anytime I want you up out of here, that's just what it's going to be. So either you deal with it or you hit that gate, Terrence. I'm not going to tell you more than once. Don't try and tell me what to do in my cell. This is my world over here. You just trying to live in it. Terrence ain't like that much. But, hey, what he was going to do about it, either he was going to buck and get beat down, because I for sure was going to put that beat down on Terrence. No problems. I ain't care who he unalive. You just got lucky and scared. Yeah, ain't no luck, ain't no scared over here. I will beat you down, Terrence. So, I will go out the wreck. Terrence to fall back. And I'm like, I remember what I said, don't have nobody in the cell. So I go out the wreck, walk in the yard with the homies. And they're like, what's up with that dude in your cell? I'm like, I don't know, man. He real weird. He keep coming back with these pamphlets and talking about God and, you know, repenting for your sins. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you, bro. But like, I don't want to hear all that shit. And dude keep complaining about me smoking, talking about he got asthma and he can't take it. And, you know, they was like, you set him straight? I'm like, yeah, man, I done told him I'm going to have to put hands on him if he don't knock it off. So they're like, all right, you know, just let us know. Let us know if you need us to jump in there with you. You know, we ready to ride. And I'm like, all right, man, all right, nah, chill. We going to be all right. He should be all right. Here we go, the end of rec. Time to go back to the cell. And what do I want? After a nice long walk around the yard about 20 times, what am I looking for? What am I craving for? A nice smoke. Head on back to my cell. Now, mind you, I told y'all, smoke is money. Whatever kind of smokes you got is money. That's where you're getting your haircuts. That's how you're buying soup. All of that. You could trade. You could buy anything with tobacco. I go back to my cell, y'all. I go right for my locker. Open my locker up. I'm looking around. I'm like, hold on. I know I'm not losing my mind. I know I had 3 packs of Miles right there. A whole sleeve of Newports. I had some Bugler roll-ups on the bottom there also. I'm looking around and there's nothing there, yo. Not even my papers that I rolled the buglers with. My matches was gone. Everything. I'm sitting there looking like, hold up. Now, this is where things really got diabolical. Where I could say for the first time in my prison system, my prison bid, over something as petty as tobacco, my eyes went red. Now, you don't understand, y'all. You don't understand what it's like having something taken from you, just disappear, something you love, just gone. And there's nothing you can immediately do about it because you have no idea what happened to it and where it went. The rage that was going through my mind, all I was thinking about was honestly unaliving somebody because that's how I was feeling. Now, at this point, I'm looking all over the cell. I'm looking at any spot that I could have possibly hid something in. Even under my mat, I used to keep a pack of Newport Smash for hard times. That was gone. I'm like, who could have been up in here and had that much time to search around and find shit like that? And immediately, I looked at the top bunk. And I was like, what the hell? Terrence. Terrence is out at church right now. But when Terrence get back, it's going to be a different situation. So immediately, I start putting my play in motion. I'm like, all right, Terrence got to have something to do with this. Because I know he don't like smoke. And that's the only thing that's missing. So I go down to one of my homies' cells. I was like, hey, yo, let me borrow a couple of packs of Miles, and I got you back as soon as commissary come in. I got you. I got some coming in. You're like, yeah, you know doubt. I know you good for it. And he gave it to me. No, he ain't trying to up it on me and nothing like that. Same 5 packs I took, same 5 packs I'm going to get back, because that's the homie. Now, I don't know if y'all know what a wick is, but a wick is when you make your own little candle in prison, and you keep it burning because you don't know when your match is going to run out and you want to keep fire in the room. So I made a bunch of wicks, y'all, and I got them placed all over the room. Now, also, to keep it burning, you got to roll deodorant on there, something that's going to be flammable, that's going to burn, but it's going to burn slow. Yeah, I know, you smoking toxins, you lighting your whatever, your spliff on deodorant. Anyway, whatever. Now, I lit about 20 wicks all over the cell. Got them going. They long. They burning. They smoking up a storm. My whole cell is smoked up. And ain't that crazy? We don't got fire detectors in the cells, or, they way out in the pod or whatever. It take a lot of smoke to set one off. Microwave could be on fire and they still don't go off. Anyway, y'all. Now, Terrence is on his way back to the room. He walks in, immediately starts wheezing and gagging. He coughing. He's like, what you got going on, man? What you doing, man? I told you I got asthma. What you burning all this stuff for? As soon as he come in, I close the door. Boom. Threw the white sheet up. He's like, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Yo, I gotta talk to you for a few minutes, Terrence. It seems some of my stuff been missing. Huh? What you, don't harm me. My tobacco, Terrence. Where is my tobacco? He's like, oh, that. Listen, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. The Lord told me the only way to help you was to flush all your tobacco. And I said, what? The Lord? Flush my tobacco? And I looked over in the toilet and I did see tobacco floating still in the toilet. Just a little bit of it left specks. I'm like, what? You flushed all my tobacco? That was my money. That's how I survive up in here. That's how I'm going to get by, get food, anything I need with tobacco. And you flushed it? And I'm like, oh, no, man, no. And he's sitting there trying to calm me down, talking about something. Brother, listen. God told me to do it. He said you would be upset, but you get through it. Listen to me. It was for your own good. It's no good for you. Man, as soon as he started that mumbo jumbo, I started to pound it on his face. Grabbed him by his neck and just start pounding on his face, y'all. Mad as hell. Bang! 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 Oh, no, you didn't. Bang! Bang! What you got in your locker? Bang! What you got? I'm banging his head on his locker. Open it up, because he got a lock on his joint. Boom! Boom! Open it up! Now he getting his locker open, y'all. He all messed up. Face starting to swell up. I look in there, all he got in there is some soup, couple of cans of Jack Mac, and some beef sticks. I took all that. Now he huffing and puffing, wheezing for air. My pump, my asthma pump, man, my pump. I'm gonna die, my pump. I look over on his bed and I see the pump. I grab it and I looked at him like, you want this? This what you want? I took it and I threw it on the floor and I smashed it, y'all. I stomped on it hard as hell. All you heard was psst. He's sitting there like, I'm like, man, fuck your asthma pump. Fuck your asthma. That'll teach you. You don't touch another man's tobacco. You ever in your life, you gonna learn today. Oh yeah, you gonna learn today, sucker. And he over there holding his chest. I was like, man, nah, I don't want to hear that. Gave him another kick to the chest. Bang! Yeah, open it on up. Open them lungs up. And he over there. Man, I told this dude, you getting on the gate tonight. After lockdown, you getting on that gate. And if you put my name in it, I'm going to find you and you already know what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. Hit the gate. And then I start stomping on him some more and punching him, spitting on him. I told him, I don't let people like you live around me. So you got 2 hours. After lockdown, I better not see you again. If I do, that's going to be the natural end of your life. And that dude over there shaking on the floor. I was just trying to help you. Bang! Shut up! Don't you say that one more time. You ain't helping nothing. What you help me do is get pissed off. And he like, oh shit. They ain't say nothing about this. They ain't say you would react like this. They ain't tell you I was a monster. They ain't tell you I don't take no bullshit. You keep your pamphlets to yourself. I don't want to hear about your God. I'm God in this cell. And he over there crying now. He crying his ass off. I ain't mean nothing by it. Please stop hitting me. Please. And every time he say please, y'all, I don't know. Please don't call me a bad person. But every time he said please, it pissed me off even more. And I kicked him in his face or punched him in his jaw. Or man, I just couldn't stop. Because the thought of him taking my tobacco and flushing it down the toilet like it meant nothing. Like I didn't work hard to get that. Like I didn't need that for my own stimulation. I think he had to learn the lesson that he was taught. So y'all, he hit that gate immediately after lockdown. Chiclets falling out. He couldn't hardly keep his jaw together. He had to gesture what he was trying to say because he couldn't speak right. So they pulled him on up out of there, took him to the infirmary, put us on lockdown for a couple of hours. They came back there to investigate. They put me in lockdown. I stayed back there in lockdown for 2 weeks, y'all, while they investigated. He wasn't saying nothing. My story was he ran into the cell door. He was trying to get out of the cell quick before the door locked, and he ran right into it. And that's the last thing I saw happen before he hit the ground. I don't know what happened to him after that. And they just had to run with it, y'all. They had to run with it because they couldn't prove otherwise. There's no cameras in the cell to say I'm lying. So I would dodge that bullet and get away with that one, y'all. That is not one of the many stories that I spent in lockup. But listen, y'all, that's going to be the end of that story. And like I said, to this day, I will beat you down over some tobacco. Do not take my tobacco away from me and call yourself trying to help me. I'm not having it. If you like stories like this, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, share, and this is the Prison Talk Show. I'm out.